my YouTube subscribers. I hope your day is off to an excellent start. As you can see, what is the title of the t-shirt I'm wearing today? Loud and clear tomorrow. Show us the money. More money. That's the shirt I'm going to be wearing at the strike tomorrow. I do want to hear from organizers. And by the way, we're going to cover a lot of territory today. This is more like a Q&A, right? Jose Gabriel in the house. Hola. How are you? How are you, buddy? We're going to cover a lot of territory, right? Question and answers. Put them out there. Let's get them answered. Let's find solutions to some questions, to some problems. I would like to hear from the organizers that are heavily involved in these strikes tomorrow. Give us a little bit more clarity as to where these strikes or these gatherings are taking place around the country and abroad. I've been reading a lot of foreign press, British newspapers, South African papers. This is a global strike. I'm telling you right now, we're not alone. Here in the United States, this is not just about our states. This is all over. I mean, it's in Birmingham, London, everywhere. People are participating in the strike, and they're shouting out one thing, and they have one thing in common. They want more money. Show us the money and the honey tomorrow, Uber. Stop treating us like crap. That is why people are going to go out tomorrow. Bernadette, Ramon, Carmelo, Abdo, Uber Girl Paula. Hey, good morning, everyone. This is the statement people are going to make all around the world, all around the US tomorrow. It's like, Uber, show us more money, right? I said I would only switch off for 48 hours. I started today. I'm switching off for 72 hours, right? I'm going to do the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th to make a statement. That app ain't being switched on, right? That is that's me standing up for myself and saying enough. And I'm going to be down there at the strikes, right? But I want to hear from the organizers, hey, put out messages or send me info that I can put out for you. Where is it taking place in each city? Where is it taking place in LA? Where is it taking place in New York? I know in San Francisco, the newspapers report it's going to be in front of the headquarters, loud statement. I tell you, every single day, there's 4 or 5 articles. The newspapers, the TV stations are behind us. They're giving us so much airtime. They're giving us so much coverage, right? And we appreciate the media. Thank you, media. Shout out to you from all of us for supporting us during this strike. Folks, not only are we asking for more money, we should also truly work smart in this game so that we do make more money, right? When people put out videos, or when I've heard of people doing 15 to 20,000 trips, when I hear of people putting in 50 to 60-hour weeks, that ain't working smart, my friends. That's working unhealthy. That means you're grinding yourself to a halt, right? And, if you're putting in that many hours, your car is done after 4 or 5 years. You've got 250,000 miles on your clock. It's done. It's fried, right? That is not the objective here. So one of the things we're going to be talking about today, working smart, right? Not hard, showing you ways to make more money. And my formula is very, very simple. It's based on business, right? It's based on the industry, Rideshare. It's based on other businesses that you can plug into Rideshare. Don't just treat this as a single island, right? You got to explore the other little islands that you can hop over to on your little boat and incorporate them, because there's a lot of cool stuff going on in the Rideshare business. But I think a lot of people have our blinders on and say, okay, I'm going to do 50, 60-hour weeks. And the people that do this, they know who they are. And look, If you are absolutely loving living in your car 60 hours each week, you know what, I'll just say I'll respect that. If you enjoy your job and you truly enjoy being in there for 10 hours a day with people and you say, hey, I love it, I just absolutely love what I do, I'll respect that. But if you're grinding just to get numbers and you're not really enjoying it, right, you got to switch up something in the formula. Yeah, James Campbell, Die Antwoord, enter the ninja. That's it. Anybody ever seen Die Antwoord? It's Dutch and it means the answer. It's a South African group. They actually have their biggest following in Mexico, believe it or not, outside of South Africa. And Lani, his wife, the ninja, they've both been in 2 or 3 movies, pretty crazy movies. And man, do they make insane music videos. That's just to answer James Campbell, because he threw out a name. I know them well. So we all need to upgrade our vehicles to a premium vehicle with ambition to run our own fleet, the Rideshare. So that's where I'm going today, right? If you go onto the website or the link that I'm putting underneath, the company set this up for me, the Rideshare Professor page. And I told the company and I told the CEO, your salespeople need to support my people. So if they're going to you for tax questions, help them out, right? I did a phenomenal video the other day where we broke down in very, very simple math. We showed you how you could make $3,700 to $4,000 more per year by just the way you register yourself as an S corporation, right? And that was based on about $80,000 income per year, right? That's working smart, my friends. That's not working hard, right? That's putting smart money back in your pocket. That's what this channel is about, right? And I hate to say it, like there are several channels, you know, where people have 2,000-3,000 videos and they're slowly growing. But the ones that are really taking off are the channels that bring you value, right? Where people go to the channel and say, hey, I'm truly learning something. I'm truly getting something from this channel, right? And this channel here is all about business. You know, fun and games aside, right? If we go into this business, yes, I mean, we make new friends. That's cool. If you're a lonely person, great way to make friends. But our car, our commodity, our office, this business that we have, this vehicle, whatever it may be, a minivan or an SUV or a Honda Prius, this is our business, right? That's the office we sit in every day. That's the office we drive in. That's the office we have meetings in. That's the office we film in, right? You got to make it work for yourself and look at all the ways. Now, if anyone is doing this full-time, right? Full-time rideshare, and you're driving around the clock, I beg you to go and do your real estate license, right? Because there's not a better place to interact with potential buyers or sellers than the car, especially if you have all the right home and land magazines with your business cards attached in the back, right? I have shown in previous emails, I have proof of people as well as myself that have done numerous real estate transactions, big and small, through the vehicle, through their office, right? So that, I think, is working smart, right? So you're not just focusing, driving highways and byways and side streets, taking people here from A to B. No, you're going in with a game plan. If you're in that sedan, in that select class, in that black class, the SUV class or the Lux class, you got to have another good business, right, that you can capitalize on by driving around. And I think the very, very best is real estate. So don't be shy to sign up with allied schools. Go out there and do that, and then use your car as an office. Another thing, my friends, is when it comes to buying, right? You're going out there, don't walk into a dealership and buy a new car, right? If you're spending $20,000 to $50,000 on a car new, you're just never going to get the return on your investment. You're never going to make money. You're never going to see the light of day, right? It's not even about going onto these websites and trying to find a 2015 or 2016 model for, you know, $5,000-$6,000 less. This is about buying smart, right? Approaching a dealer auctioneer, right? Sorry, a buyer at the dealer auctions, right? Those cars, you know, if I tell you I can get a Prius with 110, 120,000 miles for $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, right? I've got that money back in 2-3 months. I don't have to stress about all those future payments. I've got the cash right back and I'm making money. That is working smart, my friends, right? So hit me up if you're stuck in a bit of a predicament, or you're looking for a way out, or you're looking how to change it up, improve the game. I'm very, very solution orientated. And I think in very simple terms, here's the issue, here are the things you can do, and let's find a solution, right? Break it down. That's why I get calls and emails every single day. It's like, oh my God, I'm stuck in this scenario. How do I get out of it? Or what should I do, right? I'm telling you, the fleet route that I did, and that's one of 3 businesses that I operate. It was not complicated to set it up when I surround myself with the right people. That's why I brought in the videos of Alex from Business Rocket to bring value and show you, hey, this is the guy that I use, I turn to, right? That does the agreements, does the papers for me. When I'm out there buying a car at the right price and finding the right driver, right? I then have another little sub-business on the road making me money, right? More money. That's working smart. I don't think that doing 100% of your trips on Uber or 60 on Uber, 40% with Lyft is the way to go. I truly don't think that is smart. I think that if you are working smart and putting the money aside, right, for a charter license, and they have different names in different states where we're using the TCP as an example, right? And I actually typed out a whole bunch of questions and answers that I wanted to cover in this video that I think you can really benefit from, that'll push you in the direction of working smart, right? Is that you need to put that money aside. You need to save up for that and have that as your main platform or your third platform. The ratio, folks, should be 60%, 60 to 70% private trips. Why? Because you went out and spent that money and set up that identity, right? That business to drive private clients that you can later on sell that TCP for a lot of money, right? People offload these 3 or 4 years down the line for $15,000, $20,000, $25,000. That's what my colleagues are selling these TCPs for later on, right? So you're building value, right? And the main thing is that 100% is going into your pocket, right? So if you're driving an XL, if you're driving a sedan or a nice medium to full-size SUV or a luxury car like a BMW, Mercedes, or a Tesla, if you don't have yourself set up as, you know, a limo license owner or a small fleet owner, you're never, ever going to see the true money. The goal here is not to chase 15, 20,000 trips. The goal here is not to put in 60 hours per week. That, to me, is not working smart, unless you love it so much that it's almost like an addiction. You have to get out there every single day because you love interacting with people. I will accept that, right? John Smith, have a driver position available. You can put the name, you can email me and put on the list. Anytime I have somebody falling out, I immediately fill it. I have about 40 to 50 people on the backlist, right? But most of my guys have been with me for 3 or 4 years. And that's mainly because I give them a lot of the private trips. So in LA, yeah, send me your information if you're looking in LA. Roy Watkins, I had a hit and run on Cinco de Mayo. That bites. Sorry. Oh, you sped up and got a license plate number along with a dash cam. Wow. So you got it. You got the info that you need. That's it. The police file a police report, take it to court. Vinny Kaz trying to find your email, Eddie. It's under all the videos. I haven't added it under this video yet because this video is not finished yet. Do you work with ExecuCar? No, I don't work with any of those executive companies, right? A lot of people do. They own a SUV or so, and then they work for 2 or 3 organizations. That's one way to go. I still don't think you're making the real money. I think the real money is when you're starting your own business and you are your first driver, right? And then you start adding cars, right? That means that 100% of those monies are going in your pocket. When you drive for these companies like ExecuCar, they are out there getting clients and taking the bulk of that fare. You're still making very, very good money, way more than with Uber and Lyft. But the true potential is to get a $150, $200 trip, right? Like last night, I did one at 11 o'clock. There was no traffic, right? It was the easiest $200. 20, 30 minutes in one direction, right? Late pickup at the airport, and then a little bit of a quick stop at a outlet or shopping outlet. The guy wanted to buy a few things. $200, right? It was $175 and then left a $25 tip. Those are the trips you want. How many small little increments do you have to do just to make one $200 trip? Guys, you need to start gearing up in this direction. Not gearing up buying expensive cars that you are slaving yourself because you're paying them off for 4, 5, 6 years, just making payments and payments and payments, right? And you're working around the clock. Not the way to go. Okay, so I do want to, let's see, who else do we have here? What questions do we have? Jason Garrett's in the house. Jermaine Ellis. Hey, that is a name I love seeing. I haven't seen his name for ages. Jermaine Ellis. Yo, what's good? There's a lot of good things, my friend. Good as far as car or can you elaborate on that? I'd really like him to elaborate a little bit more on that question. Yeah, Paula said some private limousine companies are hiring in Los Angeles. They are. It's a big market, and there's like 3 or 4 massive operators, right? I think the one group's called Diva, the other one's called B. They have a lot of black SUVs working for them, and they spend a ton of money on marketing, and they also have an office right next to the airport, so they're constantly getting good leads from the airport. Daniel Christopher, what's up? Are you in Cape Town? Oh, Jermaine, that's why I lived. I lived in Camps Bay and Buckoven for 7 years. I used to do all the big concerts and raves in Cape Town, down in the waterfront, in Aberth, in the big warehouses. Do yourself a favor, Jermaine. Go up to Kirstenbosch, the botanical gardens. There's it's the secret for the tourists. Just take the general walk up Cape Town, which is known as, at the Table Mountain, which is known as a vortex, right? And you go from Kirstenbosch and you climb across right up to the plateau of the mountain. It's about a 4 or 5 hour hike. It's breathtaking, right? If you're in Cape Town, do that. Take a drive out to Stellenbosch Paarl, Hermanus. Go along go up to Neisner, go to the Tsitsikamma forest, up the garden route from Cape Town. Go down to the most southern point of the African continent where the Indian Ocean meets the Atlantic Ocean. Cape Town, and I've traveled the world, is truly in my top 2 most beautiful cities in the world. It has everything. It's got like the French Riviera meets the winelands, Napa Valley. It has everything in it. It is stunningly, stunningly beautiful with powder white sand, pristine, clean. You can go shark cage diving, Jermaine Ellis, down in Hout Bay. With the great whites, you get in these cages. I could tell you about Cape Town all day long. It is absolutely one of my favorite cities in the world. Have a good time. Jermaine Ellis says Cape Town is the best. I could not agree more with him. It is if Cape Town would offer me the security and I felt safe there, I would live there forever. I just did not feel safe there, right? And Jermaine, if you ever have a chance in Cape Town, the townships on the way to the airport on the N1 freeway, right? There's let me think, Nyanga, Langa, Langa, Nyanga, Nyanga, Khayelitsha, Guguleto. Those are the townships I had my businesses in. I had movie houses, I had shopping centers in there, I had Dave and Buster type of stores in there, and at one stage I was operating over 5,000 vending machines in those townships, right? Made an absolute fortune, $80,000 to $100,000 every single day. But it was hardcore. Security, machine guns, bulletproof vest, bulletproof cap, had a whole security team with me. It was hardcore. Did that for 3 or 4 years, but I met the most awesome, real people. The folk in the townships, Nyanga, Langa, Guguletu, Khayelitsha, outside of Cape Town. Sorry, we're doing a little bit of pitching for Cape Town because Jermaine Ellis is there. Do it. Please do yourself a favor. Go to the Africa Cafe, Jermaine Ellis. Go to the Med in Cape Town, in Camps Bay. Go down to Sea Point. Go down to Green Point. Do the waterfront, please, and then do that hike. Also go across the 12 Apostles if you can. But I ask you to go out to the shebeens in the townships, the little pubs, the shebeens, right? Where you can get peri-peri chicken or grilled steak with a beer or with a homemade beer in those townships in the Africa. I've slept weeks in there with my staff, right? In tiny little tin shacks where 8, 9 people live in there, right? To show respect, to love the people and support them, right? I can proudly say the amount of jobs that I brought to the township was off the charts, a few thousand jobs by just starting these entertainment complex. At the time, who was big? Biggie Smalls, Tupac. I was playing all of that music in the jukeboxes all throughout the township. So you go out there, you ask for the owner of the palace in Guguletu and Nyanga, they'll know me, the white boy, one of very, very few white boys in those African townships that was protected and could stay safe, right? Because those are dangerous grounds. Good times, my friend. Have a good one. Cape of Good Hope, absolutely beautiful. Just watch for the baboons, because when the baboons come down and smell food and raid your car, they're super savage, super aggressive. So stay away from baboons. There we go. You got to do Cape Town. Anybody in the house, if you want a beautiful holiday, you go and do Cape Town. Now, not to go too far off track on Cape Town, I'm selling South Africa here a little bit too much. But hey, we had a special guest in the house, Jermaine Ellis, and he was sharing a lot of beautiful things about Cape Town, and I want him to have the best time ever. I could live there if it was safe. I could truly move back there. So to get independence from rideshare, obviously you're standing up for yourself tomorrow. You're going to be at the strike. You're going to make a statement. I've committed to switching off for 3 days, 72 hours. Why? Because I want more money, period. Right? Before I get back in the car and do more SUV and Lux trips, I want to see more money from Uber and Lyft, right? But to have true independence from them, you need that third platform. You need to be your own fleet owner, the owner of the first car in your fleet. You have to be your own limo driver, not a limo driver for another company, but your own limo driver with your own private clients. So some of the questions that I wrote down is, why do I need a corporation or an LLC? Why can't I just use a DBA, a sole proprietorship, partnership, or a fictitious business name when I'm starting off to get this transportation charter permit? Well, the answer to that, my friends, is the inability to transfer a license if you need to transfer it. And you can't resell and build equity in your company if you don't set it up as a company that you can later sell. Can you imagine just spending a little bit of money setting up an LLC or a corporation, getting your proper licenses, getting a few drivers and selling it for 5, 6, 7 times the amount, right? I've seen people do it again and again and again. So with a handful of cars, 3 or 5 cars, they sold the cars, they sold the TCP license and the corporation. You know, they sold that part for about $25,000, and then they sold the vehicles because they were already registered to that. You can build up very quickly and sell this type of stuff for a lot of money. That's what I'm going to do. When I get out of the game, I'm going to sell my enterprise for a lot of money along with the cars, right? You also have no loss run transfer. You get around the huge liabilities by setting yourself up that way, right? Corporations and LLCs, I wrote down, can deduct more expenses and less risk of audit from the IRS, right? You have the ability to have corporation finance cars after 2 years of operation. So you're showing 2 years of operation as an LLC with your first few cars. Now the banks will talk to you and say, hey, look, this is what I achieved in 2 years. Finance my third one. Finance my fourth one, right? So you're building up a history of credibility, right? Inability to work with drivers without hiring them as W-2 employees and pay 21% workers' compensation, right? That is why you're setting up this company properly so that you can get around that, right? Question that I wrote down, how long does the process take? The process takes about 6 to 8 weeks, right? More like 6 weeks right now. And the process of creating the corporation is fairly fast. It doesn't slow you down. My friends at Business Rocket start the TCP process and the corporation process at the same time. So they're not wasting time, right? You go there to this link underneath. If you just want questions answered, turn to this company, right? Destination filters, yeah. They come in handy. They come in handy. Hani Solomon, hey, Professor, love your videos. Do you think Uber gig is time-limited gig? I mean, when they get their own driverless cars. No, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the one thing I would not worry about. I'd say you have another 5 to 8 good years, and you know that's the lifespan of a car. So if you're committing to a car right now, you're safe. Okay. The one thing I would start doing is doing exactly this, is not relying 100% or not doing 100% Uber or 100% Lyft or 50% Uber, 50% Lyft. I'm showing you right here is that you have to become your own limo driver for your own private clients, and you can sell this company later for a lot of money. The initial investment, you're talking $1,000 to $1,500, right? And when I'm sitting with the CEO, we're jotting down a lot of questions. I'm saying, what are like the typical questions that drivers in my channel could ask? We're jotting them down. So went out and got the answers to these questions, right? How much does it cost? I just going back to that question I just brought up. The government charges $1,000 in California for the TCP. Those prices differ, and I guarantee you they're far lower in a lot of the other states, right? In Florida and Texas, it's far, far lower, but the government does take its fee. The processing fee with Business Rocket is $425, right? That's not bad if you compare that to a lot of the other services out there. If you wish to add the corporation or the LLC to the package, obviously you'll need that. My friends at Business Rocket, they have a bundle rate for me, for Rideshare Professor on this website. And that would cost an additional $275. What do you get for those two fees, for the $275 and for the $425? The articles of incorporation, the bylaws, the minutes, the operating agreement that you need, the tax identification number that you need, the owner distribution, the statement of information, and all the government fees, again, they're included. So when you do it the bundle way, starting both at the same time, you're actually saving yourself $200, right? So what are some of the other fees outside, the licensing fees, the corporation fees? What are other fees? The only thing that is not included in the package, right, is the drug test. Why? Obviously, an outside third party does the drug test, right? It ranges from $80 to $100, and your commercial insurance premium, right? That's a big one. And now, which leads us to the next question: how much is this commercial insurance when I want to go this route? If I want to set up this third platform, this independent platform for myself, right? The bottom line is, hey, I'm not an insurance broker, but I can tell you it'll be somewhere between $380 and $450 per month when you go this route. But remember, like last night, I did one trip that was $200. I already have half my insurance back just from the one trip, right? Tomorrow, Wednesday, again, I'm not driving Uber and Lyft. I'm on a 3-day official strike, but I have tons of private clients, right? Not Uber, not Lyft related. I will take care of them. I don't strike for them. Who else do we have in the house? Did anyone see Tesla has a video on YouTube seeing that you can make 30,000 a year starting in 2020 using a Tesla as a robo-taxi? Well, it's a bold promise, and they're going to put big promises out there. I don't see that happening by 2020, even with Tesla. Obviously, they have to get all the certifications on that vehicle, right? And no state will allow that car on the road. Maybe just short trips, maybe just up and down the strip in Vegas. But I doubt any state will give them the green light on a robo-taxi in 2020. I'll put money on it. Janice Stewart says he's at work right now. What type of work? Oh, Janice, sorry. She's at work. What type of work? Richard C., great information. Thank you. More to come, my friend, not just that. So the insurance, the commercial insurance that you would need if you want to step it up and get into these bigger categories, or turn your XL into a limo, or turn your luxury sedan into a limo, into a third platform, or your SUV, or your luxury car, like your BMW, your Mercedes, or your Tesla, depends on three things, right? On your driving record. Obviously, the insurance rates will depend on your driving record. If a lot of crap shows up, I'm sure your premiums are going to go up. The value of your vehicle. Obviously, if you have a small luxury sedan versus a big 750 BMW, obviously your premiums are going to be higher, right? The class of your car. Is it a regular car? For example, insurance company can get scared because they will assume it is used for Uber. So that means the car will be on the road a lot more than a limousine. Regular car could work out to be more, right? Executive car is generally a cheaper policy because of less use, right? My personal executive car, a Cadillac Platinum, top of the range, I use it a lot. I almost use it as a regular car. So, but I'm still getting a fairly decent rate of $350 per month on that. I think it's a decent rate. Stretch limousines are cheaper, vans are cheaper, and buses. All of those would fall under that commercial insurance. If you want to get a big Sprinter van and do long runs, and like get a couple of company accounts, right? And say, hey, your company is 1 hour outside of LA, for example, or outside of Chicago as a big company. I will gladly drive your executives or anybody that needs to go to the airport or to meetings nationally to other states. I'll be your shuttle guy. I have my license, my TCP license. I have my commercial insurance, right? I have my Sprinter van, so I'm set up. That car, obviously, a Sprinter is a bad example, or a bus. Maybe a smaller bus would be a good example for an XL vehicle, but a large Sprinter 15-seater or so, 10 to 15-seater, would probably be a very, very bad choice for Uber or Lyft, even for XL. right? Or even for SUV, you wouldn't make your money back. So can you do this all yourself, right? I mean, could you do all the paperwork all yourself? Yeah, you could. Take a long time. You'd have to have a lot of expert knowledge. But generally speaking, any service that this company provides, the client obviously can do themselves eventually. However, my friends at Business Rocket do the process faster. I can testify. I always get the stuff done right there and then, right? And they are able to coordinate the transactions so that you do not excessively spend your money on unnecessary expenses. So from my experience, when I use their service, right, I actually saved money at the end of the day, and I didn't pay for all of these stupid unnecessary things, such as premature car payments, right? Because that could chew up a lot of money. You bought the car and you're not on the road, right? Because you're trying to do this yourself. It's taking you longer. Or I bought the car, I started the process, I weighed the car, and I'm going to do these applications all myself. I don't know that I could start all of them simultaneously, and I'm already starting to pay the payments on the car and the high insurance premiums, right? So you want a speedy deliver of the papers, of the certifications. You want to get on the road with that new car, that new fleet car, ASAP, so you start making money. Okay. Does the entire process include the airport permit? No. The airport permits are not included in these applications because the airport permits can only be obtained after a company was issued the TCP, after you have that limo license, that charter license, wherever you are, in Florida, Texas, or California, right? Once you have that, you can then start the airport permit process. For example, to obtain an LAX permit, the government fee is $150, right? Just put that into your calculations. It's $150. And the processing fee is $200. The process will take about 3 to 4 months to complete, right? However, if you do it yourself, the process will take about 6 to 7 months to complete. But can you see the difference there of getting airport runs in the 3rd month versus the 7th month? How much money that means? Exactly. So we can only start the process once you have obtained your TCP license, right? So my friends at Business Rocket, they know their stuff through and through. Any issue, any driver I want to add, any document I want to add, any contract I want to sign up, any airport permit I need, they take care of it, right? Which frees up my time. Let's see who else we have. Thumbs up, my friend. Jason Garrett, John Smith, absolutely. Trying to give you, where in Connecticut is this happening? You know, for the people that are striking tomorrow, exactly, it's a good question. The organizers need to tell us, right? There's not enough information. They need to get it out on Facebook. They need to get it out on social media. Hey, this is where it's taking place in this city. This is where it's taking place in Los Angeles. It's taking place at the hub in this city. It's taking place at the headquarters in San Francisco. Show us where we need to show up, right? And pick up our banners and our placards and all those things that we can go out there, walk around in these picket lines and strike. So to the organizers, please share the information, right? Now, so if a person can pay extra, can they have it done faster? The answer is, unfortunately, this was supplied by the CEO. Unfortunately, we have the most optimized system in the industry. There is just no physical way to get this done quicker because there are obstacles from the DMV and PUC that cannot be expedited with higher fees, right? You can't go to the PUC or the DMV and say, hey, I'll pay you more money, do this faster. That's basically what he's saying, right? So you got to go through those steps, and there are multiple steps. But once you have your own limo license, once you have your own fleet license, doesn't matter in which state, You have a lot of independence. You have a lot of value that you can sell later, right? So are there requirements on what kind of car I can use? Technically, you can use any, listen to this, technically you can use any car you want as long as it's commercially registered. So you'd have to register it commercially, right? So you can have any car, but you don't register it the regular way, you got to register it commercially, right? So, however, refer to question 5. I wrote that down. The insurance, right? The commercial insurance. Why you should not insure just any car. Insurance could be more expensive for regular cars, as the insurance company may think you are using it for Uber and hike your rates, right? Uber means long hours on the road, more chances of an accident, right? Can I lease a car? Yes, you can lease a car, but it has to be a commercial lease registration. Listen to me, you can lease a car to start your fleet or your limo license, but it has to be a commercial lease registration. Very, very important. What if I already have a loan on my car, on my existing car? You need to contact your finance company to ask them to switch your registration from personal use to commercial use. So you have to reach out to your financial institution, right, where you're already making these payments as a regular car, and you have to switch it from personal use to commercial use, right? What if my finance company says, no, we're not going to work with you? Can happen. You can either buy out the car or refinance it with a lender. Remember, you could refinance it with a lender that will allow you to use it for commercial purposes. So there's always a solution to the problem, folks. That's what we're sharing here, right? You're leasing a car, just the regular route, through a financier, right? You have to now switch your, you have to switch the lease registration from personal use to commercial use. Your finance house will not work with you. What do you say? Go, I will go and refinance my loan, and I will work through a financial institution that will allow me to register it for commercial use. Wow, what a tongue twister. There we go. What is commercial registration, right? What is commercial? Rich, thumbs up, we'll look into it, good. What is commercial registration? Commercial registration means your car is registered with the DMV for commercial business purposes. Goes for all states. It does not mean you have a commercial loan or that it is simply registered to your company. You can have a vehicle registered to your business, but not for commercial use. On the registration, there is a category that specifically states the purpose of the vehicle. Regular registration will have the section marked as automobile. We need the section to be marked as commercial, right? So if you have your regular car, guys, there's always a way around it. You can take your regular car and get your limo license, your fleet going, totally independent from Uber and Lyft. Put 100% in your pocket. Reach out to the people at this company. I have the link. Just put in your information there. They will contact you right away. So do my friends help with the insurance? Yes, they do work with brokers in the industry. This is a huge one, folks, that provide our clients with special discounted pricing. The money you can save from insurances is staggering. So the guys that I use, that they use, one and the same, you can get extended discounts through them. Please bring that up if you're shopping around, right, for your insurance rates. Do I need to have my car to start the process? You do not need to have a vehicle to start the process, but you need a vehicle to finish the process, right? To stay on course with the 6-week timeline, we will need the vehicle fully registered around the fourth week mark. It is generally wise to start the process with us and concurrently start looking for great deals on a car. Makes perfect sense, right? Do I need a USDOT number or a CA number? A USDOT number is necessary under the following circumstances: planning to drive out of state. If I want to take people, private clients, from Los Angeles, California to Las Vegas, Nevada, yes, I do need that USDOT number, right? If you're planning interstate transport, you need to be registered with the USDOT and the CHP, regardless of the type of vehicle you are using. Very important, right? Vehicles with 11 or more passengers, including the driver, need that USDOT. Modified limousines or stretch buses, SUV or vans need that USDOT. Wrote down a ton of questions, but I wanted to give you as much information as possible, right? So that you can look into becoming your own independent driver. Beth from Chicago. Everybody's having a nice little chit chat here with Uber girl Paula. Vehicles over 10,000 GVWR weight would also have to get that USDOT. And so, by the way, how much does the USDOT and CA number cost? By itself, it costs $279 for both licenses. If you bundle it up with our corporate formation or TCP license formation through Business Rocket, the price that I get for you, they discount it down to $199. How long does the process take? The USDOT process takes about 2 to 3 days after your company is created. The CHP CA number takes about 15 business days after the USDOT number is issued. So can you see all the moving particles and how much work these guys actually do for you? The process can also take as little as 5 business days. It greatly depends on your local CHP office and their workflow. Low workflow, quick results. So to recap, how does the process work, folks? We will need to get 3 things from you to get started. This is the answer that Alex sent to me. The driver's license copy for everyone that will be a driver on the company. Okay. If you start off with your own car, your driver's license. If you're adding other drivers like I have done, or like many other fleet owners have done, got to have those driver's licenses for them, right? 2 or 3 company names, right? You have to provide 2 or 3 company names because this name might have been taken, that name may have been taken. So they look at that. A competitor doesn't want you to run under the same name. So we can search, basically here's the answer. So we can search which one is available and get back to you with that information. They need your email address. Then we will create a profile for you with our company and one of our TCP experts, these transportation charter permit experts. They will call you and they will need additional information such as the company titles, the business address, the social security numbers, and the ownership distribution and so on. So you might be starting this fleet with your brother or your sister, and you might be doing a 50-50 setup. You might just be doing a 100% yourself, starting your own company. They need all of that info, right? Once we start the process, we will begin the business setup process and the DMV pull notice process at the same time. We will email you the DMV pull notice documents on the first day. You will need to print them, sign them, and mail them directly to the DMV, right? You won't have to fill anything out. Just print, sign, and send. Starts the process, right? The clock starts at that moment. In the meantime, the company will create your company, which does not require any of your signatures. Once 2.5 weeks passes, we will have the business set up complete. So Business Rocket will have the business set up for you within 2.5 weeks, right? And I'm going to do another video on this, but what I'm trying to get here is that people start operating smart, not hard, right? When I hear people making videos that have done 15,000 trips and are pushing 60 hours a week, that is not smart. That is unhealthy, right? And that's not the true money, the true potential. The true potential lies here. You're driving with Uber, with Lyft, and you're taking care of your own private clients. Now, in the beginning, in the first 6 months, in the first 12 months, you slowly start building out your private clients. Word of mouth is huge. A lot of people like their own private driver, and if they're happy with you, they'll refer you to a friend or to a family, right? Hey, he or she drives my kids, he or she takes care of my business trips. I recommend this person. Down the line, for example, if you use myself as several years later, when you have as many clients as you need, right? You can't even take on more, right? I'll tell you something, you will be on a 60 to 70% ratio of private trips, and the remaining 30 to 40, you will be splitting between Uber and Lyft. That, my friends, is working smart, not hard, right? Because you have to do way less of these high-paying trips, right? Versus doing all these tiny little Uber and Lyft trips to make up that same type of money, right? So you're working far less, making far more money versus you working far longer hours and making far less money with Uber and Lyft, right? Especially after they cut those 25% rate. And the reason why we are showing up tomorrow on the May the 8th, I've committed to 72 hours, is because we want more money. Barry Andrews, what's the turnover year for Uber and Lyft drivers? What's the turnover every year for Uber and Lyft drivers? Elaborate on that. It's a very open question. In conjunction with what? Let's see. Will it work with a car not in your name? No, it won't. But they could add you to that title, right? And then you'd have to go and move it from regular to commercial. So as you move it from regular to commercial, that vehicle that might be in your wife's name, add your name to it and do the modification to commercial at the same time, right? Do the modification with the insurance as well, from regular insurance to commercial insurance. So Blaine Jasmine, I love that. Working smart, not hard to reach your full potential. That, Blaine, that's truly what it's all about. After all these years, when you learn and you learn from your mistakes, right? Generally, your income should be going like this. You should be setting money aside. You shouldn't just be grinding it and losing money, right? What I've learned over the years, I try to find the ultimate way forward for a rideshare driver, right? And that means going out of your comfort zone. That means, hey, he suggested I go and do a real estate license. I really honestly suggest you do, right? Real estate is not difficult, right? You're a salesperson, right? You will be representing buyers and sellers, interacting with these individuals in your car. And the way the conversation comes up is because you have all these nice home and magazines and architectural magazines in the car. By the way, yeah, I'm also a real estate or broker. If you ever need my help, there's my card, right? That sets you up for big deals. So the office, the car that you've already invested in, that's your office. It's a mobile office, can be used for many things. I'm saying that your car, right, could be your mobile office to make videos for your channel. I'm saying that your car could be your mobile office to take care of Uber and Lyft passengers. I'm saying your car, your office, could be a fleet, part of a fleet, or your independent own, sole limo company, just you, the limo driver, collecting 100% of the fares. I'm saying that your car, your office, could act as a real estate office because you have the potential to interact between buyers and sellers, right? Right there, we explored 5-6 avenues. And my question to you is, are you thinking in those dimensions? Or are you just thinking, I got to get this guy down to the airport and drop him off at Terminal A, and then I need to go back out there, switch on my app, and go and get the next passenger? No, come on, guys. Come on. There's more to it, right? There's more to clocking up 15, 20,000 trips. Come on, get a life. Jen Leary, starting out with Lyft soon. Do you still offer your code and guarantee to the best sign-on? Yes, I do. And I also go as far as giving you, if you reach out to me and we set up an agreement, I give you a portion of my commission, right? So if you sign up under my code, which means you have my training, and you can say, hey, Rideshare Professor, I signed up under your code underneath the video with this and this name. There's a few things that take place. Firstly, the training, the help and the support, which will help the person even through those first 20, 30 trips, right? But I will also negotiate part of my, because both sides get paid, right? But part of my commission, I will negotiate with you. You could have a portion of that if you sign up under my code. Barry Andrews, what's the average time a driver works for Uber and Lyft? 6 months, 1 year, 18 months. Okay. Are you talking in conjunction with a TCP charter a permit, or are you just talking Uber drivers in general? Because the ratio is so random. The answer to that is so random. You'll have a lot of people that all sign up all gung-ho and they get going and they do 20, 30 trips and they say, nope, this is not for me. It's too much responsibility, too many people in my car, too much energy is going on. I just don't want to do it. You will also get the guys that'll be in there for 15, 20 or 30,000 trips because they really, really enjoy it, right? So it's such a tough one to answer. Is a person going to be there for 6, 12 or 18 months? I generally see the people in there for at least 2 years, right? 2 to 3 years. That'll help a little bit. Mellow Driver, I'm a New York City driver and I watch your videos, love your work, and I love having you on board, Mellow Driver. I really appreciate it. I love your title, The Mellow Driver. It means you feel chill when you're with this guy or with this girl. Mellow Driver could be a guy or a girl. I don't know if you, but the way I see it is like, it just means, hey, it's very inviting, a very chill ride. I like that. I like that brand name. Oh, damn, talking about brand names. I should promote myself, right? There's the cap. But I figured, hey, these guys already set up my own channel in their company called the Rideshare Professor. You can go on there, you can fill in your name, first name, last name, phone, and email, and reach out to Business Rocket. They've done this alliance with me. And with that alliance, again, I'm earning money because we're taking my expertise, my marketing expertise, my video channel, their company, their services, and we're giving birth to a whole new opportunity here, right? This is how we make money. These collaborations as a YouTuber, these collaborations as an influencer make money. The money comes in, right? So I'm a big, big fan. And the way I design my companies is residuals, right? Just like you have to go out to Costco and buy toilet paper all the time. You can't get around it. You will always, toilet paper is probably one of the best companies you could start because people will always need to buy toilet paper. It's a residual, right? And setting up these collaborations with companies and bringing my expertise, their expertise, you give birth to another income level, right? So I've just added another vertical to my income stream. That to me is working smart, not hard, right? You have Australia's in the house. Max Mas. Love it. My Aussie friends are in the house. Love hearing that, my friend. I do 40 hours online a week, 2,000 per week. Now that is a guy who's not breaking his back. He's doing decent hours and making really, really good money. I salute you, Max Mas. Go out there, teach your Australian friends your formula, Max Mas from Australia. I want to see your channel. I challenge you today, Max Mas, to go set up your Gmail, set up your YouTube for your city, become an ambassador for your city, and show these guys and girls how to make money, right? And start signing up people in your city. Why? Because your information on those 11,000 rides, you have so much information to share. So I would love to see this guy take it a couple of levels higher, and start sharing his info and monetizing that info because he's signing up referrals, because he has a lot to share. He has 11,000 trips and he's making $2,000 and a week, and he's not breaking his back, right? That right there, my friend, just so that you know it, is a formula for success. Monetize it. What does he say? Way I still have almost 5 is give almost everyone 5. Okay. Give everyone for what 5? Cairns, yeah, Cairns is beautiful. My favorite part of Australia is Whit Sundays, the island. Look it up. Whit Sundays. That's my favorite part of Australia. High testosterone. You're on low testosterone if you think the Uber strike won't work, my friend. That ain't high testosterone. That's low testosterone. Hot Melinda, I appreciate you. Thank you. I really do. That's very, very sweet of you. The Uber strike will work. It's going to send the first of many messages. And the more organized the people become, the more the people collaborate, the more they stick together, the more it will work. So your formula or your reasoning there is completely off target. So I give you the low testosterone award in this channel. They will increase salaries, but if you do not, that you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you on that one, right? They will, but you have to stand together, and you have to do this again. You have to prepare to stand in solidarity again. May the 8th is not the only time we're going to strike. It's a start to become, to become organized, right? Sorry, I had my coffee there. Tommy, LOL. Goals, real estate investing goals. Stick together with your money. There we go. Stick together. This is us. Stick together so that we make more money. If you guys and everyone in this channel and all the other channels sticks together and organizes, right? Signs up with gig workers or Rideshare Unite, or they would piss me off and deactivate me one day, I would start my own, right? Gotta stick together. Max Mass, well done. As RSP says, you should start a channel. Don't forget to strike. Hope to see some of you at the ATL Atlanta and Lyft hubs. Shout out to Rich. He's got it. He's got the message loud and clear, and he's standing up for himself. I love that. And we support you, Atlanta. We 100% you behind you. Peace. Thank you for giving our Australian friend a shout out. I want to help and support you, Max Mass. Reach out to me. You have my email. If you need some tips as far as starting your own channel, I'm just saying you have everything it takes to start a channel in Australia and make more money. Bart Lawthorne in the house, will not drive tomorrow. Thank you for standing strong. Okay. Thumbs up for all of those people tomorrow. Thumbs up a lot, right? For all of those people tomorrow that are standing together and sending a loud and clear message to the companies that united we are strong. Show us the money. We want more money. Uber driver strike will drive Uber IPO down. I agree. They fear that, right? Folks, it's called an initial public offering. The public hears us. That's what's important, right? Not only does the company hear us, but the public hears us. Honey, should we invest $500 into the Uber stock tomorrow? Oh, honey, I've heard so much news about all the strikes and the drivers striking. We don't really know where the company is going. Let's just hold off with that $500, honey. I don't quite want to put it into the Uber IPO right now. Oh, very valid point, my love. La, 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 la. That is the conversation at the breakfast table, at the dinner table, all around the US. The public is listening to us, right? Look at the publicity we're getting, folks. Go on to Uber, go on to Google, put in Uber News, put in Lyft News. I will guarantee you, we're all over the news. Uber drivers strike, 8th of May. Uber strike unite together. Uber drivers send a message to Uber. Uber drivers send a message to Lyft. It's working. High testosterone. It's working. If there was a competitor to Uber, high testosterone, 100% right. We need a third and fourth company in the mix. Eric Jovel, Andy K. No money, no honey, Andy K. No money, no honey. Got me fired up now. Bitcoin is a scam. I didn't do well with Bitcoin. I dibbled and dabbled. I didn't do well. Here's high testosterone now pushing index funds. Dude, you're all over the frickin' map, Mr. High Testosterone. Now I'm starting to believe he has high testosterone because he is all over. Folks, if you want to make money, you focus on one thing. You don't spread yourself thin and put yourself in 20 directions, right? Julian Ortiz, I will be on strike tomorrow. What time does it start and stop? Listen, you determine when it starts or stops. But generally, I found out that these people start showing up at 9 or 10 at these hubs together, right? And a shout out to you, Ortiz, Julian, for standing with all your brothers and sisters. That's what it's all about. Oh my God, guys are talking Bitcoin here. Should we start a Bitcoin channel? Where are you going to be? I have a early morning private trip, nothing Uber or Lyft related. And then I'm going to head down to the hub in LA, in Redondo Beach. That's where I'm going to be. And then I'm going to head over to the airport. That's generally how the strikes work here in LA. They start off at the hub and then they shift over to the airport. However, be very careful at the airport. They are ready for us and they're ready to fine, right? So if you're going in there to LA to strike, the cops are ready to fine your ass because they know it's not you're not coming into the airport for passenger purpose, you're coming in for striking purpose. So if you're sitting around and you're holding a sign or something like that, I've seen them. They're super, super aggressive. Uber Girl Paula, cryptocurrency rocks. My request to Uber Girl Paula, start a cryptocurrency channel and promote that. Right here in this channel, you guys know me, it's Rideshare. We will talk about and we will mention other things, a lot of other things. But if you can find a way to promote cryptocurrency in your rideshare vehicle, in your rideshare office, great. Send me the formula, right? I don't know if your passengers want to hear about crypto or Bitcoin on their trip. I think it could possibly end in a call or a complaint to Uber or Lyft, guys. So when you're doing rideshare, find smart puzzle pieces that fit into rideshare. I'll give you the best puzzle piece is real estate. Because it just takes 2 or 3 real estate transactions through your car per year, and you've made way more in 1 year than you will ever make driving with Uber and Lyft full time, right? So the whole Bitcoin, let's keep it Bitcoin, guys. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin. Throw a little bit more in there on the Bitcoin. Yeah, Tommy, it's a rideshare channel. But let these people have their 2 minutes of glory on Bitcoin, and then I'm starting to give timeouts, guys, because you're being disrespectful to the channel and disrespectful to your colleagues here. You're talking Bitcoin, right? I didn't start an effing channel or this live feed today to discuss Bitcoin, but have your 2 minutes of glory, and then you're going in timeouts, all of you. Tipped in cryptocurrency. Somebody got tipped in cryptocurrency. Did you know Uber paid out all drivers in Australia? Well, Australia has one of the biggest lawsuits going on right now, and yes, they did. Thank God you guys got compensated. Daniel Christopher, great. Rideshare, you are from South Africa. Check Cent B. Bitcoin timeouts by the big, yeah. You're damn right, Tim Olson. I'm about to give Bitcoin timeouts. Unless somebody's made $20,000, $50,000 in Bitcoin, share with us how you do it. But the rest is just trying to promote Bitcoin, and I'm carefully saying that 70% don't even know the market, right? You can get paid in that currency, and you can obviously convert it to real cash, but I can send you some links, some really good links of what I think are good Bitcoin channels. This ain't one of them. I'm not calling myself the Bitcoin professor. Bitcoin professor. Yeah, I like that. Sean Rader, thank you for bringing up a service that makes sense in rideshare, and that means being a mobile notary is also kind of nice, right? You've got your car, you've got your office that you're using for Uber and Lyft, right? Nothing should stop you saying, hey, I'm also a mobile notary. Call me when you need me. I love that. I love that. Love that suggestion, Sean Rader. Go out and do your notary license, right? Incorporate that. Call me if you need any documents notarized. I am also a mobile notary. The car is your office, so you're monetizing it in a different direction. I challenge any of these people that are so excited about this Bitcoin. How are you going to sell your passenger Bitcoin without getting reported back? 1 star. Ryder tried to sell me Bitcoin. The soft sale should be a little sign in your car. I'm also a mobile notary. Call me when needed. That's a soft sell. With Bitcoin, you can only do hard sell, right? You're going to put a little sleeve behind the seat. Hey, I'm a Bitcoin trader. Talk to me if you're interested in Bitcoin. I don't think how that's going to go over that well. Okay. Daniel Christopher, first time out. I told you after 2 minutes, you want to talk crypto and Bitcoin? Not in my channel, buddy. There he goes. Boom. Next one. John Smith, time out. Have I ever declined customers or kicked them out? Yes, I have, many a times, right? You got to establish that level of respect, right? If you don't, they'll walk over you, especially the young ones, right? The one, I've kicked several young people out, early 20s, because of their cockiness, because of their attitude, just because of, slamming doors. And yeah, you got to make a statement. Guys, good luck. Find somebody else that'll. Holy City Driver, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the shout out. I really appreciate the smart blue big banner sign. Hit me up if you need anything, right? I like turtles. I like that name. I like turtles. Hello, my dream is to be an Uber driver. I'm 17 years old. When you get there, you know who to call. I like turtles. I'll be there to help and support you. I like your attitude, though. Max Mass, 90% of crypto is gambling. Time out. You want to talk crypto? Go to the crypto channels. Bam. Bart Lawthorne, thank you, my friend. Appreciate the $2. I really do. It's a sign of, it sends a very clear sign to me. These individuals, every now and again, I'm grateful if somebody does make a small contribution. Doesn't matter if it's just $1 or $2. It's perfectly fine. But it validates the work that we do. Right? Tommy, hey, you got to get respect in life, right? You got to get respect. That's how I get my subscribers. My channel is about black or white. I don't move in the gray zone. I don't move in the clouds, right? It's either pissing rain or the sun. It's blue skies. But none of this middle ground BS, right? And we're here to talk rideshare. This is a Q. If you read the title, it's Q&A, right, on Rideshare. I put the titles out. Let's talk about cars. Let's talk about fleets. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the strike. If you guys want to talk Bitcoin throughout, move to another channel. There's a lot of other good Bitcoiners. I am not a pro at Bitcoin. I've dibbled and dabbled in Bitcoin. I haven't made money in Bitcoin. I don't know enough. And if I don't know enough, I'm not going to talk Bitcoin, right? I just doesn't interest me. Have I been offered money here or there in Bitcoin? No. To me, cash is king, my friend. If you look at my wallet, right, here's proof. That's my wallet, right? Anytime I pick up my wallet, I always have $1,000 with me, always, in case of emergency, always, right? In South Africa, I always had cash in my pocket, right? Because I sometimes had to pay ransom. Or, you know, some of the tourists that I was driving around, they got held ransom. I got to have cash. Cash is king. You buy your way out with cash, right? So, turtle soup? Who's turtle soup? No, there's no turtle soup. Holy City Driver, trying to get drivers rounded up for the strike tomorrow. Are you, Holy City Driver, trying to round them up, or am I rounding them up? I'm putting the email out. I'm putting the live streams out there to invite these organizers to give us some ideas. Hey, I'm asking this question, right? We're showing up to the strike, demanding more money. Where do you want us to go? Do you want us to go to the HQ? Do you want us to go to the hub? Do you want us to go to the airport? Give us some structure here. It's great to talk strike on a national basis, but give us some direction. I challenge these organizers, and they're really good organizers. Show us a list. Send us a link of all the cities where you want people to show up in numbers, right? Numbers tomorrow. You have to switch off Lyft as well, Tommy. You have to. You got to send the passenger and the companies a loud message, because both companies are effing around with your money, right? They definitely haven't made you more money. They're taking away more money, right? So you've got to send a message to Uber and Lyft tomorrow. So if you're a Lyft driver, yes, switch off. 100%. 100%. Unstoppable Baba's in the house. Yes. Uber strike. Exactly. Uber girl, Paula, haha, exactly right here. We are talking about not crypto. You can talk crypto when I'm live. Okay, so Uber girl, Paula, when she's on her thing, all the crypto maniacs go over there and go to her channel and talk crypto. No problem. It's so unorganized again. Yeah, they got to learn. I guess that's what they got to learn from this one, is to become more organized, because the people do want to strike. The people, 80% do want to strike. How long does the strike go on? For 24 hours. I've made a statement. I'm not driving for 72 hours. I started today. I will not drive the 7th. I will not drive the 8th. And I will not drive the 9th. I'm switching off Uber and Lyft for 72 hours. That's just my personal contribution to the strike. But if you can go in for a minimum, absolute minimum, we request that you do it tomorrow. Right? Says my car might break down. I hope not. Hello, driver. I started today. Welcome. If you started today, doesn't mean you have to strike tomorrow. Go out there and learn. Go and learn. Randall Hall, I've said to my drivers, again, I'm not a dictator. I've mentioned this last time. I said, if you want to go and strike, send a statement, right? Send a loud voice to these companies. That's what I said to my drivers. But from what the feedback that I get from my drivers is that they're going to be doing the private clients on the TCP tomorrow, and they're not going to do Uber and Lyft. That's generally about 80% of the feedback that I got from my drivers, that they will only take care of their private clients tomorrow, as will I. These are private clients that have nothing to do with Uber and Lyft. These are private clients that get into your car, which serves as the same transportation vehicle for Uber and Lyft, right? So it would be completely unfair to leave a private client who has nothing Uber or Lyft related stranded, right? So I encourage them to take care of their private clients. And about 80% said yes, they're going to strike tomorrow. Carlos Quindongo, what's the strike exactly for? Dude, do you need some coffee to wake up? Come on, man. The strike is because we want more money, right? Better treatment, right? That you can't be asking this question 24 hours before the strike. DC, good question. Where do I go to picket? I'm in DC. Organizers answer his question. Where does he need to go? This is what you guys need to be better at, right? So organizers of these strikes, if you're listening to this, if you're an organizer of the strike, get structured, get organized, tell the people where to go. Don't come up with an idea. I already said a year ago it's going to be on the IPO day. I was on the money, right? Didn't I say IPO drive out, right? I said it's going to take place on the IPO. That's when you make the biggest statement. But where on the IPO day or the pre-IPO day? Where do they go to? Share that, please. The gentleman deserves an answer. DK, we're in DC, right? Yeah, the strike is also with Lyft, exactly. So Tim Olson says, here's a statement to make. Everyone log into your app at 4 p.m. tomorrow, accept the first ride, and then cancel it. Interesting one. That's an interesting one. Chicago Cabby Rick, welcome. Cab drivers, United, AFS, CME, local 2500, deactivating drivers with no due process and increasing its own cut of drivers' fares to boost the company's bottom line. Thank you for sharing that. Exactly. Let us know how we can help. Let us know how Uber and Lyft drivers can help the cabbie or the taxi drivers. Let's work together. Right, let's work together. Let's not work as enemies or foes. Let's work together. Bert Flowers. I want to see screenshots of the surge because everybody's not driving. I love that. I also want to see screenshots of the service because everyone's not driving. That is music to my ears. And don't get weak and say, oh my God, it's surging like nuts. Nobody's picking up the passengers. I'm going to get weak. I'm going to pick them up. No, you got to resist the temptation. It's like fucking having chocolate there. It's like having the best Swiss chocolate right in front of you. And they say, hey, have some of the best truffles or chocolates in the world. And you say, no, I'm going to resist those truffles. I'm going to resist those chocolates. I'm going to be strong. Let it surge as high as it goes. I resist. Let the Swiss chocolate be the best in the world. $300 per gram. I resist. That's how you got to behave tomorrow. It'll just be a regular surge, speculation, but you might be right. Chicago Cabby Rick, Uber and Lyft are rerunning background checks constantly to get felons off the platform. Yeah, and they're doing it very successfully. A lot of people are getting deactivated because checks are being run again and again and stuff starting to show up. So I think they're doing a good job as far as that goes. I really do. Conrad Alinugui, see you at the Redondo Hub. Exactly. United we stand, Rideshare helper. Thank you. I like the word helper. We have to be faithful to the cause and not drive, says Tommy. That's it. Hit the nail on the head with that comment. More thumbs up. We stand. We want more money. Dara, are you listening? Lyft CEO, are you listening? This is what it's about, right? Better treatment, more cash. You've taken away a lot of our cash. We want more money back, period. Where is the strike in San Diego, Jerry Hoffman? I don't know. I really don't know. I wish the organizers would get more organized and tell us. DC, San Diego, LA. I know San Francisco, it's in front of the HQ. headquarters, no-brainer, right? No-brainer. There will be a lot of drivers down there tomorrow on Main Street, right? A lot. Give us this. OKC in the house. Beth from Chicago. Yeah, love it. Love it. Better rates for drivers. Better rates for drivers, and that's why we stand strong. We want cash. We want more money. We deserve more money. We deserve to be treated like humans. Just answering a text quickly. Tim Olson, I wonder what all the taxi drivers are thinking as they anticipate rideshare strike. Listen, they might say, good for us. Finally, we have a good payday. Strike again, rideshare drivers, strike again. It should be a joint and powerful message. I wish that taxi drivers next to Uber and Lyft, rideshare drivers would all strike together like a collaboration. Eric Javel, we all need to get our TCP in order to strike LA ups until they restore bonuses, raise fares, and bring back surge. That, couldn't agree more. Go out, follow this link. Afterwards, I'm going to put this link to this website. I'm also going to put the link to demo promo where you can buy real shares, not Bitcoin, right? But yes, you need to be independent and have, wherever you are in Texas, Florida, or Colorado, or California, or Nevada, you have to have your own independent charter license, your limo license, right? So you do not have to rely. So I push people in this direction. You're making way more money. You're way more independent. You're building up a company that you can sell for a lot of money later. I've seen many of these TCPs sell for $15,000, $25,000, $30,000 just for the licensing, right? So Bart Lawthorne says, let's meet at the San Diego Greenlight Hub at 7 a.m. and stay all day long. I will buy pizza. Now that's a good reason to go down there. Pizza for breakfast, 7 a.m. Now, the pizza, by the way, Bart, they started bringing pizzas to the Rideshare Hub in Redondo in LA. There was a company, they started bringing a lot of pizzas in at about 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. So go down there, have your coffee, stand there with your latte, Pete's or Coffee Bean or Starbucks. I strike. Today united I stand with my brothers and sisters because I want more money, honey. Yeah, show me the money, honey. Love you, babe. Tim Olson in the house. I couldn't find the Bitcoin super chat donation. I love humor, dude. Humor is the sign of intelligence. It's the sign of intelligence, right? Don't you love people with warped humor, dry sense of humor, witty humor, right? That right there, I could not find the Bitcoin super chat donation button. That made my day. That funny statement made my day. I like a good laugh when my gut feels sore from laughing, activates those muscles, right? Who doesn't? If you ever laughed so much and so long, your stomach just started cramping, so sore, please stop. I can't stop laughing. Please stop. It's the best feeling in the world, right? And I say anyone at parties or wherever I meet anything, they're funny in that. Say, this guy's funny. And I do truly, it does equate, the research is there, that it does equate to intelligence. Bitcoin, baby! Jerry Hoffman, you're skating on freaking thin ice, my friend. Jonathan Tullen, yes, show me the money. I say, ET phone home tomorrow. ET phone home. ET, get your own driver, because we're not driving you. Get your own space shuttle, ET. More money, more dinero. Show us the kashish. I'll pretend I didn't see that, Paula. I'll pretend I didn't see that. Yeah, sell t-shirts tomorrow, whatever you can sell. Hey, you know what? Oh man, maybe that's a very good idea. Maybe I should go down there and buy a few more of these shirts. I think I'm going to do that. I think that is an amazing idea. I'm not going to sell them. I'm going to buy them for a couple of drives that we can maybe cruise together. Like 5, like cloned. More money, more money, more money, more money. What's that song from ABBA? Money, money, money isn't funny in Uber's world. Money, 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 she's my honey in a rideshare world. All the things that I could do if I had more Lyft money. Uber ain't funny in a rich man's world. Yeah, we need to cruise around with more money t-shirts, my friends. Got a big bag. Jim Gaffigan, hard laugh. I love it. Shh. Yeah. Shh. Uber girl Paula, we'll pretend we never saw that. You were so close to your first time out with me. So freaking close. Portland in the house. Portland, Maine. Carlos. I got a record, dude. Trust me, I can't sing. If I sing in the shower, and I'm always like happy singing in the shower, my girlfriend told me, shut up. I'm not a ABBA. Sorry, ABBA. Sorry, ABBA. I just destroyed your song. Money, money, money isn't funny in a rideshare world. ABBA. Chiquitita, the winner takes it all. Knowing me, knowing you. What else? Mamma Mia. Okay, I ran out of ABBA songs. Sorry, ABBA, for destroying your song. I apologize. By the way, I took the time to write out all these questions about being an independent driver, a limo driver. And I just realized if anybody wants these questions, I'll gladly scan them or put them in a PDF. I just had this in a Word document. And I'll gladly send it to you if you want a copy. OJ's song, Money, Money, Money. Okay, put me the link. Emoji guns. Emoji guns. Yeah, I'm working on my guns every day. You know, listen, I'm 50 years old, but climb in the boxing ring with me. I dare anyone, right? This boy ain't afraid of 20-year-olds, that's for sure. So I'm working on the guns. You're gonna out the crows out of business. Keep up with the driving. Yeah, I will. Text me that in Word. Text you that one. Okay, I will. I got you. Where's the website for starting your own fleet? businessrocket.net/ride-share-professor. I'll put the link afterwards. I apologize that the link is not right underneath there. The Trump Apprentice theme song. That's funny. The Trump Apprentice theme song. Vampirus Cross. I like that. Sounds like Game of Thrones. Hello, Professor. I would truly like a copy of those. Yeah. Okay, cool. So my email is underneath 99% of my videos. It's not underneath this one yet. I still have to drop it underneath there. But send me the email and say, hey, please, can I have a copy of these? I think I made 3 pages here. Yep. This is really good data. Gives a great perspective how long it takes, how much it costs, what the steps are, and what do you need to do. Because you already have the car, right? You're leasing the car. Even showed you that a lease regular car, you could change to a lease, commercial lease. Everything's in that documentation. So anybody want those 3 docs, right? Send you to that link. My own page set up with Business Rocket. Super excited. Your first step to operating your own fleet, my friends. That's independence. That's not relying on these guys too much. There's nothing wrong with using that car for multiple purposes. We need some celebrity endorsements for the strike. I think I could get a few. I just question if these people would want to put there. I could think of 2 that would strongly agree with us. Abdo Tony, will the fleet work for the DC market too? Yes. So the fleet costs, the process is almost the same state by state. I can tell you, if this is the most complex one in California. It's far easier, far easier in other states, right? Giving you the most difficult one. So you can say, okay, the bar, if I can get through all of that, I'm independent. It's way easier in Texas. It's way easier in Florida. It's way easier in New Jersey. It's way easier. Well, it's almost as complicated in New York as it is in California. But California is still the most difficult one. Ray, the mailman Uber driver, 2012 Nissan Rogue. Your opinion? You using that for what categories did they put you in? Could you? Maybe Arnold, thank you for voting for me, California. Thank you. I hope you didn't buy it new. I hope you bought that used. Let me know what mileage you have on that car. Oh, you're buying one this weekend. Okay. Most importantly, what are they asking for that? Let me give you some price comparisons, what I would get that car for. Okay. Just that should be a good outside opinion, is the rate that you're paying, right? It's in the buying, folks. It's truly in the buying. 88,000 miles, that's fine. That's fine. That car has another 112 to 140, 150,000 miles on it. You can still do. It truly boils down to the price that they want on that car. I'll run some numbers. See what those things can be bought. That exact car, 2012 Nissan Rogue, with that mileage, there's stats on that car at Mannheim at the auction house. As the rock bottom you'll buy. That's what dealers buy cars at, right? Because then they make a profit, right? They're buying it at wholesale and they have their retail price, right? You want to get it at that wholesale price. Better than Craigslist, better than any dealership, right? Is getting a car at a dealer auction. And there's some YouTubers that are trying to come up with their little, they're quoting regular websites for 2015, 2016 cars. Gets me so worked up. That is leading drivers in the wrong direction. They say, well, this is where you get the deal. That's on a regular website, on a dealer website. Why would you ever quote those numbers? Why would you ever make your brother or sister pay thousands of dollars more than he should? That's what I don't get with some of these influencers. They think they know the crap. They don't. They're steering people in the wrong direction. Listen to me. The one and only way to get the best price on a vehicle is if you personally know or personally do your dealer license so you can participate at these auctions and get the wholesale price, the lowest price. If I tell you that I can get a 2015 Suburban with decent mileage, not crazy mileage, for $25,000, and the guy down the road is buying it through Craigslist or at a dealership for $35,000 to $45,000. Do you know what my savings are? My savings are 10 to 20K. Right? That is working smart, my friends. Wholesale auctioneer. Mannheim, if you do have access to it, I do. I get a lot of my stats there, right? plug in a car, plug in a year, plug in a mileage, and see what the car sold for in Texas, in Florida, in California, in Nevada. Sometimes it really helps participating in these online auctions and buying a car and working. What are the shipping costs from Miami? What are the shipping costs from Dallas or Houston? What are the shipping costs from Las Vegas, for example, to LA? No brainer. I'm going to buy this car in Vegas and ship it down, right? Got to shop around. Blamed it on Castrol, CVT Max. What? Currently have a Ford Escape 2006. They're asking 75. Oof. They are asking, or they're giving you a trade-in value. Don't think they'd give you 7. Or they're asking 75 for it. Okay. Yeah. Email me those prices. Email me 2 or 3 cars that you're thinking of buying with the mileage and the price that they are offering you. Let me see if those are decent prices. See, John Smith, that's awesome. I have a dealer license if anyone needs help. Reach out to him. There he is. He has a dealer. He knows the game, right? And I use a dealer guy who has a license. His name is Michael. He's down on Ventura and Tahunga. He has a company called Bimmer Sports. Great guy if you're in LA. Go down to him and tell him Rideshare Professor Torsten sent you, right? Do I personally have the dealer license? No, I don't. I do go to public auctions, to police auctions, but I go and let Michael buy at dealer auctions, just like you could turn to John Smith and say, hey, John, I hear you have a dealer license. This guy knows. If he's been buying and trading, he knows the drill. And if he says a Nissan CVT is no good, I would trust his judgment. I couldn't even make a judgment on that car. He would know better, right? Maybe he's bought it. Maybe it doesn't have resale value. Maybe it's just a bad car. I appreciate what you're saying is true. I learn from people like John. I learn from people like Michael. If I don't know the answer to a question, I'm not going to make shit up, right? Otherwise it goes dark on me, right? You can't make crap up. You know, you're not believable. You lose integrity, right? You turn to experts in the field, just like I partnered up with experts here, Business Rocket, right? Because they know their business, right? And sometimes you pay a little bit for an expert, right? And it's worth the money. Just like you have a good attorney, you pay him, or a good tax guy, you pay him or her, or you have a good guy that knows about company formations, taxes, and TCPs, you go to them, right? Or you go to a guy like John Smith or Michael who buy at dealer auctions, right? You associate yourself with smart people that make smart decisions and save you money and make you money. Michael Engelman, replacing or fixing flat tires is costing me a fortune and driving me crazy. Wow, replacing or fixing flat tires. Where are you driving, dude? You just had a bad luck with tires? Or what type of tires are you buying? Right? If anybody wants good tire deals in LA, hit me up. By the way, here's an interesting challenge. Talk about tires. On YouTube, on the same channel you were watching now, when you type in these 4 words, I'm going to share them with you right now, right? And tires you can make a lot of money with, right? When dealerships repossess cars or sell cars, what they always do is they swap out the tires. It's like a law, and it's a safety thing, right? And very often, if you know how to buy tires, I never buy tires brand new. I'll buy them with 90% tread or 80% tread. I can measure it, but I know the best sources in LA, right, as far as tires go. So type in this on YouTube and go through that page. Go through that page, right? You will see something interesting. That's a good friend of mine, and his business is about at least 2 football fields large, tires. the best guy in the tire business, Arts. His name is Arthur, and they call him Arts because he knows his arts, right? To buy tires when you know you're going to be spending $600 on 4 tires, $150 each. I'm telling you that you can get, instead of $600, you can get those tires for $200 with 80 to 90% tread on it, 20,000, 30,000 miles left. So when it comes to buying, you truly have to know what you're doing. But Washington, D.C., man, this disturbs me that you're going through so many tires. Arkady Losifov, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Nissan doesn't make good transmissions. 100% correct. That's one thing I know. The transmission sucks, right? And I've heard it from a lot of drivers. I bought a couple of Leafs, electric cars. I offloaded them. I bought them so cheap, I couldn't resist, right? I bought them at the auction. I bought like 5. Made a video about my Nissan Leafs once. I offloaded them, made some good money. But I'm not going to touch Nissan again. I think when they used to be Datsun, back in the day, there was a better car. Datsuns, you'll still see them on the road today. But Nissan, transmissions at least, I stay away. Uber girl Paula, she has never had any issues with a Mercedes or Lincoln MKZ. On transmissions, here's the secret on transmissions. Usually the issues start 130 to 150,000 miles. And I would highly recommend every 40,000 miles to do like a transmission flush, right? They say you should do your first one 75 to 100,000. Oh, wow. His Nissan goes to AMCO tomorrow for that. Wow, I hope there's not a transmission curse for Nissan. And when it comes to transmissions, just you got to do flushes, man. You got to get that dirty transmission liquid out. You can't leave it in there for too long. But the tires, Carlos Garcia, amigo, thanks for the info. Thank you, my amigo. I appreciate you. The best. Yes. So reach out to John Smith. Yeah. Don't flush or change oil at any other place than the dealer. 100% correct. You know, we go to some of these guys that'll do it quick, cheap, getting crap. You're not getting the best liquids. You're not getting the good stuff in your car, right? Those liquids, whether it's brake liquid, whether it's coolant, whether it's transmission liquid, whether it's the gearbox oil, always use the best liquids and the ones recommended by the manufacturer, right? Always. I do a lot of off-roading. I know that one of the best liquids there, I think it's called Purple or Deep Purple or something like that, costs way more, but I'm taking care of my engine. Ray, the mailman, Uber driver, me and my uncle do all the maintenance no matter what the vehicle. I love that. I love to hear those stories. That's awesome, dude. Hop, skip, and drive referral code in the house, Paula 149. Anybody wants to drive kids, wants to speak to an expert there, go to Paula, right? She's operating with a company, Hop, Skip, and Drive, that have, by the way, their TCP. Exactly what are we talking about? They have their TCP and they stack their TCPs and draw up contracts with people like Uber Go Paula, correct, Paula? Right? Great company to work for. Ooh, 22,000 miles and the Nissan Tranny is doing funny things, 2017. Ouch, that hurts me. Ouch. I hope there's some sort of warranty on that. They can maybe swap it out. Just raise hell there tomorrow, man. Raise hell. Raise hell. That shouldn't happen. George Economidas, same transmission, 238,000. That's awesome. You've taken good care of it. You've taken great care of it. Fair car. Cool. Richard Hughes says, Hop, Skip, and Drive not in the Midwest yet. Paula, contact your homies, contact your friends at Hop, Skip, and Drive, where you should have a lot of influence because you're one of their main spokesperson, and tell them Bring the freaking service to the Midwest. Let's accommodate Richard Hughes over there. Come on, hop, skip, and drive. If you're listening to this, wake up, open up markets, right? Opening up markets will help us. Anywhere you put pressure on Uber and Lyft in any market, taking away drivers will make them up the rates because they want to keep their drivers. They see a migration pattern to hop, skip, and drive. They will lure us back with better. We need competitors in the market. So pick up the phone, Uber girl Paula, contact hop, skip, and drive and say, hey, start opening up those markets. It's only going to help the Uber and Lyft drivers. Silly Goose is in the house. What's up, Professor? What's up, Silly Goose? I love that. I love the name Silly Goose because it already makes me smile. It means you have a witty, funny person on the other side of that silly goose. Silly Goose, Silly Goose. Hey, Uber girl Paula, you got to spell my... Jesus, she slaughtered my name. Guys, look at Uber girl Paula. She slaughtered my name. Let me just put it correctly. This is my name, Paula. This is my last name. That's my birth year. Uber girl Paula literally took a knife to my name. There it is, Torsten Kunert. She called me Torsten Kurert. Torsten Kurert. I sound like a Viking, like a Swedish Viking. My name is Torsten Kurert. I'm from the Game of Thrones. No, it's Torsten Kunert. Don't slaughter my name. Proud of it. Hi, George. Hi. Tommy, LOL, laughing out loud. Good. Laugh here, enjoy ourselves, switch off a little bit, and then when we go off the live channel, we go back to reality again. But we had a chance to unwind and relax a bit and laugh a bit. It's really, really important. Can't be freaking serious every day, man. It starts creating wrinkles in your face if you're just stressed out and serious all the time. No, you gotta laugh. You gotta stretch those muscles. Yes, good advice. That's what I do. Thank you. I appreciate that, hearing from a guy who has a transmission, who's still going strong at 238,000, is to not save the money, but flush, do a transmission flush with the right liquids, right? Because the dealers love it if you just don't even change out that oil, and they never recommend, like, hey, you got to change out the transmission oil. Have you ever heard a dealer say to you, hey, we strongly suggest you flush out the transmission oil? No, they don't, because they make a lot of money, $4,000-$5,000 at the 150,000 mile mark if they can replace your transmission. And there's no guarantee anymore. You run out of the guarantee, the warranty, right? So that, as George explains, takes care of it. Ulysses Dark Vegan, hello. Shout out to you. Mike Lee, do you have more than one vehicle for your business? The answer is Torsten plus 39. There you have the answer. Torsten Kunert's car plus 39. Silly Goose. Inventions, bring them along. You know, sometimes the simplest, smallest inventions make you the most money. Yeah, I will sign. Get yourself a non-disclosure agreement. Go onto Google. When you come up with an idea, you don't just openly share it with everyone. If it is unique and never ever been done before, send yourself that idea for protect. You could either trademark it, right? Spend the $400-$500 to protect that idea, that invention, right? Trademark it, copyright it. Send yourself a letter, write it out exactly, the invention, send it to you, keep it sealed through the post. And you as the recipient don't open it, so you have proof that you sent it off on that date. It's unopened, right? And then you get yourself a non-disclosure agreement, right? Which means if you want to sit down and talk about the invention with a third party, they've signed not to disclose or share that information. Otherwise, there's legal ramifications for them, right? But only if it's your unique idea, never been done before. You can't take a recycled idea and modify that idea and say it's my unique idea and expect a person to sign a non-disclosure. So if you truly have something that's 100% unique, 100% unique invention, and you think it's good, it's going to make you money, you could be right. You could make a lot of money. Copyright, trademark, letter to yourself, and anyone, mark my words, anyone that you discuss this with, a non-disclosure agreement, right? They will not disclose that information to anybody else, right? You can't sign a non-compete. That's something completely different, but you will not disclose the information to somebody else. Patent, copyright, exactly. We just said that. That you're talking $400 to $800 to do those, right? Come up with a name. They'll do a name search, see if the name is not used by another identity. You might fail on the name. You may not fail on the invention. The invention might be good, but you might want to call that invention ABC, and that name ABC is already attributed to something similar. So they'll deny you the name. But copyright, trademark, talk to a good attorney. Sean, the Mobile Pro, my friend, I really appreciate the $2 contribution. That's very kind of you. Love the fact that you got the logo in there. And that means the world. I appreciate it. Thank you for the shout out, my friend. Tommy, I'll talk to you all day long about that. But like I said, I think I gave you a couple of good pointers there, right? Is like, keep that invention for yourself. Tie down the legalities of that invention. If it's truly an invention that nobody has. Sometimes inventions or trademarks are infringements on other patents or trademarks, because a lot of these people just file. It's how they make money. They tie down all these little trademarks with the hopes that somebody comes out and infringes their trademarks or copyright so that they can sue them. It's an ugly way to make money, but I know people that make money that way. Why did Uber send out a new logo sticker? Well, the logo they've changed, as we know, multiple times. And every time you make an announcement of a new logo, it's basically free publicity, right? It's free publicity. The very latest logo that they have, they try to put a whole marketing spin on it. They said the psychology, the font they used was much softer, and they didn't want to come across as such a, sexist. There were a lot of accusations of executives making sexual advances, blah, blah, blah. They wanted the public image that they wanted to portray with Uber was much softer, much gentler. We're addressing all of these issues. And by the way, we're changing the logo. That was my take. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they've changed the logo a few times, right? It's great publicity. Everybody reports. Every tech magazine, every newspaper reports, oh, Uber changed the logo. It's not they're changing the wording, they just changed the logo. And the last one they did was much gentler and much softer, which was sort of to go hand in hand with a new approach, more open-minded, more caring, more understanding, more gentle. Could be wrong, but I think that's what I read. Mary Jane Lucas is in the house. Always keep the vehicle maintained, like trans fluid, flush radiator fluids, flush coolant check. Love it. I'm bringing my car to you, Mary Jane. I love it. Avoid fuel pump blowout, tire rotation. This girl knows what she's talking about. I'm bringing my cars to you. Where are you? In what city, Mary Jane? Paula? No, I don't want crypto donations in my channel. My Turk is mechanic. Paul is trying to convince me that I should take cryptocurrency as a donation in my channel. You're gonna have to sit down and convince me with that one, face to face. Bring me the hard facts. Tranny, I do my transmissions every 40,000 miles. I mean, unless anybody else can. AM creators, can I have a cookie? Yeah, you can have a cookie. What type of cookie? Do you want a marijuana cookie or a chocolate cookie or a chocolate chip cookie? What can we give you, AMZ creators? Also, Auto RX is a great product for high mileage. Thank you for sharing. What else do we have? We're coming on. Woo! Coming on the 2-hour mark. Holy mackerel. We had a lot of fun, though. A lot of fun. Radiator. I mean, I flushed that coolant out. Oh my gosh. I would say, how often do I do that? Every 20,000 miles? Complete flush. Beth from Chicago, 3 stars. 5 stars, baby. This is all 5-star stuff here. I'm sitting on a 5-star on both Uber and Lyft. You deserve a cookie for that. Sitting on a 5-star. You just started driving. AMC creators, we're calling BS. He says he's 5 stars on Uber and Lyft. I say he's done under 50 trips, or he's bluffing us. Show us the money. Show us the proof. And if you do have 5 stars for both, I will personally buy you a cookie. I will, because he wants a cookie. I've seen many 5 stars. I mean, I have 5 stars on Lyft, right? I don't know, it doesn't seem to change. With Uber, it's usually, if you're good and you're the high 4.9s, you're good. Very seldom do I see a 5-star for Uber on their app unless they've just started driving. So I'm calling that AMC creators just started driving, or I call BS. Yeah, you didn't get a timeout. I must like you a lot, but you talk crypto again. If you want your first timeout, I'll give it to you. Writing crypto, I'll give you one. 5 stars, Beth from Chicago. Yeah. John Smith, been on both sides, 20 plus years, and dad mechanic for 35. That's cool. See, there you're talking to a guy who has a ton of knowledge of cars, right? And if he doesn't know something, I'll guarantee you he turns to his dad, because his dad's been a mechanic for 35 years. Okay. I want to see the 5-star rating, my friend, on Uber. AMC. Tell us. Email me. If you have a high, if AMC creators has a high trip count and a 5-star, we'll do a video. Beth from Chicago, I'm a 5-star rider on Uber because I give good tips. Oh, rider. Rider. Are we talking rider or driver? Apologies. I thought we were talking driver. Okay. Big difference. Yeah, exactly. Uber should be more understanding. Oh, you're a rider. Okay. Yes, there's many, many 5-star riders out there. That I think is not too difficult. The drivers will give you 5 stars. They will. 2,369 drives on Lyft. He has a 5-star, he says. 5-star rating, 5.0. And now we're waiting for his Uber count. And he also says he is a 5.0 on Uber. And if he sends me proof of both to my email, I'll make a video. And I'll buy him a cookie. A marijuana cookie, a chocolate chip cookie, and a healthy organic cookie. Tommy's at 4.95, around 3,000 rides. It's very, very impressive. You're in that top 1%. Same as UberGo, 4.98. I have the same as you, UberGo. I have a 5 on Lyft and a 4.98 on Uber. And I got the 4.96 up to a 4.98. Took me a while. Do I change out the new Uber decals or keep the old one I was given to drive? I generally see that people put both in the car because the round Uber logo is what many people remember as Uber. So put the little sticker on top of the round sticker. That's how I see most of the people doing it. The new above the old. There we go, 115 on Uber. That's not much. That's why you're on a 5.0. I told you, right? Exactly. That's not difficult. If you have the same amount of trips that you have on Lyft, you're 2,300, you'll never be a 5 on Uber. Put money on it. So I just called it. I said AMC at very low trip count, and he does. He's only on 115 trips. Still a Virgin driver, only 320 trips. That's beyond being, I'd say a Virgin driver is below 100, 200, but you're starting to clock trips there, so you're not completely a Virgin driver. VirginDriver.com by Richard Branson. Only on Uber, yeah. Kevin Wenzel, that's brilliant. 4.99 rating, almost 1,000 trips. That is brilliant. You could email me a screenshot of that when you hit 1,000 trips with 4.99. You deserve a video, Kevin. You really do. Jacob Gray. You sound like a virgin. Jacob Gray says I sound like a virgin. Yeah, I am a virgin. I am. And you'll never get it. Psychological projection. Let me explain that to you, Jacob. I can't switch the screens. I love you back, John Smith. We have a troll in the house, if anybody has seen him. Little perv in the house. His name's Jacob. Little pervert. Abdo Tony, over 3,000 trips, 4.96 on Uber. Super impressive. Michael Ellis, I'm a 5-star and I have $17.99. What, on Lyft or Uber? I ask you. It'll be Lyft. Mike Lee, to all the LA market drivers, with new rate cuts, do you think you see less drivers on the road? That's a brilliant question. And I would say yes, you do see less drivers on the road. And I think you're seeing more and more people following this formula, that you become an independent driver, right? I am seeing a lot of I'm seeing a lot of people get their charter license and become independent from Uber and Lyft. I see it more and more. I really do. So, which is good, balances things out. Victor Delgado, hands up on the video LLC, or appreciate it, my friends. S-Corp, right? Yep. Save you a lot of money, my friend. And reach out to Alex. Reach out to Alex and ask him the question. Just say, Torsten, Rideshare Professor said I should call you. Go to that page, they'll put the link underneath, and have them call you. And it just look at the math, my friends. He did it so simple and so clean, how he explains in that video. You set yourself up as a sole proprietor or an LLC versus spending that little bit of extra money to do an S corporation, asking your accountant, hey, set me up as an S corp. And if he's resisting you, so it's too complicated, it's not. It's just a little bit of extra money and a little bit of extra work that he has to do. But the savings are tremendous because your income, what is left after all the deductions, right? After whatever you make gross, where you think we use an example of 80,000, when we put in a very high expenses of 30,000, we looked at the $50,000 left over. How do I treat that $50,000, right, as an S corporation? Well, in a 50-50 ratio, I'll treat myself as an employer and as an investor. I'm paying myself dividends and I'm paying myself a salary. The one gets taxed 22 to 33% and or 25 to 32%, and the other one gets taxed 15%. Versus on the other side, look at that video, you're getting, depending what tax bracket you're in, you're getting taxed 25 to 32%. So we showed you right there with that example how you made almost $4,000 more, right? That is smart share, rideshare driving. Die Nederlande, hoe gaan het met jou, Mike Boegaard? My Hollands is niet te goed nie. Waar is jy in die Nederlands? Is jy in Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Zandvoort? Waar is jy, my vriend? Boegaard. Die Nederlands is in die huis. My Dutch friends. What's apply now? Apply now. Apply now. Yeah, you should apply now. Amsterdam. Beautiful city. Greatest museums, die grachten. That city is amazing, especially in summer. Love it. They've got some of the best ice skaters in the world. The Dutch, love the Dutch. And the Dutch usually get voted next to the Danish as the happiest people on the planet. I salute you, Mr. Boegaard. Boegaard, I hope I'm saying it right, Mike. The Dutch are very happy people. They really are. When you meet the Dutch, man, I've got good memories of Holland, in Zandvoort and Amsterdam. When I studied in Düsseldorf, it was only, Mike, you can relate to this, only 1.5, 2 hours from Düsseldorf. Used to go down to Amsterdam for the weekend with my 5 best buddies, the Rat Pack, the Wolf Pack, right? Not the Rat Pack, the Wolf Pack. Many good weekends in Amsterdam. RSA, we understand, yeah. Zuid-Afrika, maar Hollands is 'n bietjie anders as die Nederlandse taal. Die Suid-Afrikaanse Afrikaans is nie dieselfde. Maar jy verstaan my. You understand me. 4 Dutch grandparents. Good, lucky for you. I bet you they were awesome. The Dutch are good people, man. Along with the Danish, happiest people on earth as far as I'm concerned. And I'm talking the Holland Dutch, right? Not talking the South African Dutch. Those guys are a bit crazy. Jason Ferris, does Uber and Lyft watch your videos? Have you ever had feedback from them? I've interacted with both, Jason. So do they call me on my videos? No, but I know people there. But generally, I wouldn't want, if they want to comment on my videos, they can. But no, they haven't. No, we have been friends for years. That's what it should be like. And even if you lose touch of each other for years and you see each other again on the street, you can say like, oh, it was just like yesterday, right? Yeah, we're a family, my friends. This is I think one of the biggest goals here is to create a family of like-minded people. As you can see, I also flush out horrible negative people. I just unsubscribe them. And they come with their emotional toxins and their hatred and their garbage. Kick them out, flush them down the toilet where they belong. Just want a family of good people, of like-minded, positive, energetic people. What on earth is going on in here, RC? Welcome to the room. We're talking general smack. We're talking Uber. We're talking Lyft. We're talking rideshare. We're talking becoming an independent limo driver. We touched briefly on many, many things. RC's in the house. What the heck is going on in here? Silly goose. That's the number. And 2 African languages, Zulu and Xhosa, which don't really help me here. Will help me in Africa. UL driver, how are you? Monchi is 520. Trip still coming soon. Yeah, Trip is coming soon. Trip will be coming soon. By the way, folks, Trip will be coming soon. For those who don't know Trip, it will be coming soon. End of 2020, trust me, it'll be coming soon. Yes, silly goose. By the way, folks, Trip will be coming very soon. That's the famous 2 words, man. The last song she wrote, coming soon. Is everyone in this room going on a strike tomorrow? I hope that 90%, 9 out of every 10 people in this room are going on a strike. So David Cabrales, yes. My strike started today. I'm striking the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. I am not going on the Uber platform, and I'm not going on the Lyft platform. Mike Lee, don't ask me that question here. I'm losing confidence every 24 hours in that company. Doesn't have any ups at the moment. Just not getting off. There's no money there. There's no funding. There's no money. And if you have no money, you cannot make honey. You need funding. Trip 2020, yeah. Tripping out of my head, 2020. Scottish. Yes. You're from Scotland. From Edinburgh, Glasgow. We have to strike. I agree with Tommy. Got to stand up for. Get up, stand up for your rights. Who sang that? Bob Marley. Get up, stand up for your right. We got to get up, stand up for our right. That's it. Because we want money, 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 much more money from the rideshare world. And money, money, money isn't funny in a rich man's world. Okay. Do you do pickups in LAX too? Yes, I do. But private. I like I don't do Uber and Lyft pickups in LAX anymore, to answer your question. I only do private TCP LAX pickups. Yep. That's where the money is. I did one last night. I picked up guys coming in from Texas. They were flying, they were in the Bahamas and Houston, and I picked them up. I drove them to Santa Monica, and then I drove them to go shopping for food. Almost $200 with tips. So we're going to remember 2 songs for 8th of May. Get up, stand up for your right. And then the famous song from Amma, money, 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 we want more money from the rideshare world. Those 2 songs. Anybody dare me at the rally to sing them tomorrow? I'll sing them for you. I'll sing them in front of the cameras. I don't care. Nothing to lose. TCP license in the house. They're from Chicago. It wasn't planned for Wednesday. Wasn't it planned for Wednesday? Oh, yeah, it's planned for Wednesday. Mañana. But you can make your own statement. I started making my statement today. That's why I'm on here already for 2 hours. Not driving, am I? Just chatting away with my friends. Today I'm not driving. Tomorrow I'm not driving. And the day after, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th, not interested. Double dare. Who's putting a double dare? Double dare. Yeah, that's why you need to get it, Paula. Have you contacted Alex yet? I'm going to ask Alex. Paula, I'm going to ask Alex from Business Rocket if you've contacted him yet. Hot boy. Hey, hot boy. That's a cute little name. Ha, look at all the peons complaining about a company that they are voluntarily working for. Nah, people have to make money, hot boy. You just hear trolling. Actually, there are people working in this channel all very, very hard, making money, right? So unless you can show us your smart game plan, hot boy, we'll respect you. Otherwise, we flush you as a troll. Because when you start putting brands and names on other people, you're projecting. Go onto Google and check up psychological projection, hot boy. That's what you just did. ABBA. So we have a little character here in the house that's putting a brand on us. A little guy says that people are complaining. I would tend to say the person who complains the most, the psychological projector, is hot boy. Tomorrow, I'm going to be in Redondo Beach by the hub. I have an early morning private trip, and then I intend to go down there. I'd like to go with my rideshare truck, but I have a feeling they would deactivate me if I go down with my rideshare truck. Vincent McKay, I stopped driving a while back, but every now and then I hope it will change. That's a good attitude. I mean, you check in once in a while. Hey, has it changed? Have they made things better? You know, I think that's a healthy attitude. If it has changed and people are improving the earnings and doing something about it, there might be a day that you carry on driving. But I completely respect your position. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, Mike Lee, just have to be careful with strikes at the airports, right? I know LAX last time there was several people that got fines, right? So there is a way, if the people have pulled the permits to strike, you go and join legitimately. That means the police are out there, they know there's a strike, it's organized. You don't get yourself in any issues, but make sure that you turn to these companies like Gig Worker or Rideshare Unite, to their websites. Hopefully they will tell you where to strike and whether they've legitimately pulled the permits. You can't just like do a mass gathering anywhere. It's just it's got to be organized. I don't know who's complaining. It's okay. There will always be people whining and complaining. We can't do anything about them. Gilbert Triana, hi, I'm new, but why would they? Have you seen my rideshare truck? Right? Have you seen it, the big one? I have the big Uber and Lyft brand on it. It's massive. I'm not saying my truck, my SUV that I use for Uber and Lyft purposes. No, my recruiting van. It's massive. It's like Paul has been inside of it. I would say they would deactivate me if I put big slogans on it and drove up and down past the strike, because it's big and it's loud, and it would get the media's attention, right? I really do. Let's just see. Three of these. Right? Police sirens. Mobile center. Rideshareprofessor.com. I think I'll get into trouble for that. See, Gilbert, now, do you follow me? Would I get into trouble? Yes, I would. It's Paula calls it the ice cream truck. Listen, it's so pimped out. I think I may even have a, let me show you how pimped out this thing is. It has TV screens, everything inside there. My pimp mobile. Look at that, my friends. It's an office on the inside with desks, everything. TVs, hardwood floors. It's a mobile office. It's not an ice cream truck, honey. She calls it an ice cream truck. She calls my vehicle. That's the front. Desks, chairs, positive slogans. She calls that my ice cream truck. Love it. Paula, you come on board. I'll have vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, and strawberry ice cream for you. Just tell me when you're going to be there. I will stop and get ice cream. I'll get 2 spoons and some dishes. And then Paula and I can eat ice cream. Paula, that's an invite for a live feed. I'm officially here, ladies and gentlemen. UL driver, bye, is heading out. Have a safe day, my friend. Go and make a change. I appreciate you. We love you, UL driver. We support you 100%. So Uber girl Paula, my challenge to her, set up a date. Let's get 2 big bowls. I'll bring the bowls and the big spoons. I'll buy ice creams. And then we'll have ice cream together and talk rideshare in my Uber truck, which Paula deems as an ice cream truck. I showed you some pictures, folks. If anybody thinks it looks like an ice cream truck, I think the only thing that looks like an ice cream truck is the bubblegum color, the pink Lyft color. That I agree. That sort of qualifies it for ice cream. The pink ice cream. Ice cream for ice cream. But they're pretty. They're these FedEx trucks. Make a lot of noise. And in the back, let me show you what I do with the back. The back I put down and I put a desk outside with an umbrella when it's a nice sunny day. I put a lift gate on the back. You guys see that? I electronically let that down. I have a nice outdoor patio set with an umbrella, and I set it up. Very catchy, especially when you sit down there in Malibu. Malibu! Right by the ocean on a hot Saturday. Makes a lot of noise, my ice cream truck, and it signs up drivers. There's the lift gate. See it? Let that thing down. Ice cream. I scream for ice cream. How's that little cool desk there in the ice cream truck? Nice furniture. Paula's been in Professor's ride. David, she has. She's been in my ride. And Paula, that day we all huddled in my truck. I had a lot of giveaways. I had neon lights and all little things valued 10, 15 bucks, just handing them out to all the cool Uber drivers from the sponsors. I'm all business, my friend. I agree. But I tell you what I love as well. My greatest business role is being a professional father. I have 2 younger boys. That's trending SEO, search engine optimization. Why is it trending? It's been around forever. Hi. How are you? Loki, the machinist, Paula is trolling Professor. No, she doesn't. She's not a troll. She's my friend. She's one of my top rideshare friends. She's my amigo. She can get away with a lot. I think she's the only person that can get away with talking crypto in my channel, Bitcoin. That's how much I care for her. Yeah, but you got to run this as a business, man. You really do. Seriously. Cannot like, I watched a video, somebody this morning, God, I don't even want to mention the name. I don't want to mention the name, but it's like talking about 15,000 trips, talking about doing 60 hours a week, trying to give people information on cars. The information is using from cars, drawing it from car gurus or whatever. Just those are dealership prices, just giving out incorrect information. It freaking hurts me and tells me this is the way people should operate. It's painful to watch that, right? You're literally showing people to buy and commit to cars that you can get thousands of dollars cheaper. You're literally telling people that it's right to do 15, 20,000 trips, right? I'm all for the 15, 20,000 trips if you've done them over 6, 7 years, but you're also doing a lot of private trips and making more money, right? And you're sort of mixing it up with Uber, Lyft, and your own charter license. Then you're making money. I look tired. You're right. I do look tired. I do. It was up late. I think I finished working at 2, 3 a.m. this morning. Appreciate you pointing that out. Trending SEO. True family rules. Yes, it does. Family comes first, my friend. Oh, their blood is thicker than water. There is nothing in the world I would not do for my 2 younger sons. Rock my frickin' world. That's my one kid, 15 years old. Those are the guys I take a bullet for. Here's a funny one. Here's my girlfriend. I put on the Night King mask on her. Took a picture. She'll kill me if I put that. All right, folks. Tomorrow, these two guys, the fat cats get fat tomorrow. This character makes about $9 billion tomorrow. Travis, if you're listening, you should scream thank you, thank you, thank you a million times to all of these people here in the stream. They made you the 9 billion, my friend. I granted you're a pioneer coming up with the idea or the business model. But all of these people here, Janice Stewart, Trending SEO, Uber Girl Paula, Beth from Chicago, Tommy, all of these guys and girls got you to the $9 billion mark. You owe them nothing but gratitude. And tomorrow or the next day, show them more money, Travis. Dara, show us more money. Show us more money. Yeah, we do. Noah Gordon, that's a very true statement. We all have the same opportunity. So true. Got to make it work and figure out for yourself what the best strategy is in your life, what your goals are, what's your ambition, right? It's good to have goals. It's good to shoot and say, okay, I'd like to achieve this goal this year. I'd like to be there next year. Get out of your comfort zone. Like I say, get out of your comfort zone. Set yourself goals, right? Don't just be the hamster in the wheel. So Paula is heavily promoting Paula149. Sign up if you want to join for Hop Skip Drive. I'm giving her a shout out. Trending SEO, drive safe. He's going out to drive. Drive safe, my friend. Every single one of you. Janice Stewart, shout out to you. We love you. We appreciate you. And everyone in the house, I say nothing but thank you. Right? And tomorrow, remember, get up, stand up for your right. And then the other song we're going to sing together is Money, money, money. We want more money from the rideshare world. My friends, I need thumbs up. I need the 50 and I'm out of here. My day starts. I'm actually heading down to San Diego right now. I need 50 thumbs up. I got 4 from Loki. Loki the machinist, baby. Thank you. Money, money, money. We want more money in the rideshare world. I got 1 from Janice. I'm on 5. I need 45 more. Yeah, baby. Genuine one. Jen gave me 3, 6, 9. 9, the goose drank wine. Amongst so fine. Janice Stewart, whoop, whoop. Genuine, whoop, whoop. Noah, 3, whoop, whoop. Here I come. Ulysses Dark Vegan. I'm counting it. I'm getting excited. This allows me to start my day. Oh, yeah. Poor Booyakasha, flash. Did you guys see that? Let me flash you guys again. I just flashed you guys. Hey, I got 50 there. I appreciate you guys. Drive safe, Anthony. Drive safe, Noah. Drive safe, Janice. Drive safe, Beth. Drive safe, Ulysses. Drive safe, Paula. Drive safe, David Arroyo. Drive safe, Tommy. I love all you guys. I appreciate you. Now go out there today, the day before we all shut off, make money. Today, go out and make money. Tomorrow, I beg you, go dark. Go dark. Stand in solidarity with your brothers and sisters. Tomorrow, we have one choice to send a powerful message to the CEO of Uber, to the CEO of Lyft, to the public, to anyone that's thinking of buying shares in IPO. We are appealing to the public. We are appealing to the executives of the rideshare companies. Show us more money. Show us respect. Show us appreciation. Show us gratitude, because it is us, all the people in the channels, that got you to the fat cat payday because of us. Nobody else but us, the drivers on 4 wheels with a steering wheel in our hand, that got all your riders and passengers from A to B. It is us who built this company, and it is us who demand more money, more rights, more compensation, more fairness, more attention, more rewards, more incentives, more appreciation, and most importantly, we deserve more love from you rideshare guys, rideshare company guys. Peace out, my friends.